What is going on? I'm Zedmont, and I am more like Sickmont, to be honest. My voice is not super strong right now. Hopefully, it's decent enough in your ears that it works out, though. One quick note, those Boom Pass pop-ups, if you click on them, they do go away. I have submitted a request to the devs and the community manager on your behalf saying, please give us a setting in here that allows us to turn them off. They're not in an ideal spot. They're really neat to start with, but then they get a little bit annoying. Now, my main account is in gold. It'll be in 5 engine rooms here very shortly. This account is the one that I'm just doing ridiculous things for. If you haven't seen this base before, it's because I took my 3 engine room base and added a couple things like the hot pot. Like, this is just not what you should be doing at all, but I'm still winning. I'm up in 15 and doing fairly all right. I'm at 52.7% win rate. And I started in 12. I almost fell out of iron, losing all of my matches. So my win-loss rate is pretty decent. And if you're wondering why I haven't built a base, it's because if I finish, I win. Title of my adult tape. Anyways, we're going to move on forwards. I am using Seekers. Seekers were beyond painful. Like beyond painful to start with. Didn't have shocks, didn't have troop health, didn't have troop damage, so it was a lot of frustration, but I like to do 2 different tech trees, and this seemed like the obvious choice. So we are going to do a couple Seeker hits. First, I'll show you some wins, because they are very much possible. You see people with hot pots. Now, we have no way of clearing shock mines, so it is all about keeping those beautiful, beautiful blue beasts alive. I will do my best to edit out the coughing and chuffing, but apologies if some sneak through. And you can see I did not expect that left-hand boat to go left, so that's why I dropped another boat. Generally speaking, it is all about sending your Seekers out late and few and far between. Now, this has been a bit frustrating. Every single time I get to this last engine room, I have 24 GBE and I need 27 for one more shock. So the times that I've lost, as we have the rest of our recruits coming from that right-hand side, have been super frustrating. I have double-checked that my gunboat is, in fact, there we go, there's that extra shock, just in time to give those Seeker dudes a little bit of a rest. And then you can see, like, we're getting decent times, like 319, and every time I beat White Boys Iowa, I feel like it's a win for, I don't know, I just feel like that name, I don't know if that's meant to be like this racist, terrible name, but that's how I read it. And if it's not, then my apology. If that's a reference to something, then I don't know. I don't know what it is about that name. It just irks me a little bit. Maybe it's the Z on boys, but I always get a little bit of extra pleasure beating that base, which it's petty and it's silly, but whatever. If there's a base that you like beating more than any other, please do let me know. So we got 3 boats on that right, then we got this diagonal happening, and then 2 more boats sneaking in behind to get that right engine room. And then the left stuff falls and all is good in the world. So our opponent has gone for that building damage and we are still beating them with Seekers. So there are bases that can definitely be beaten or not be beaten by my Seeker skills anyways. I have to mix in some heavies or... But you're seeing some people go down towards that building damage and shock launchers. Stay your lane. Stay your lane. Hold the door. Get to 5 engine rooms. You can always come back for that building damage. I think 5 engine rooms is going to be better for many different metas. For Seekers, I'm almost certain it will be. I have yet to hit 17 on my main account. It is sitting somewhere between 16.40 and 16.60, generally speaking. Where are we gonna go here? My concern here is that this engine room is closer to this corner than that engine room, but that might be a little bit silly. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna drop 1 boat there, feel how that goes. Then we'll drop a couple more. Then we'll drop you guys over here and a couple more over here. And we'll throw one shock back there and one shock over there. And then all of you up this left-hand side just to keep that momentum moving on forwards. And again, shocking the Doom Cannon. You know what? Let's throw a shock over here too. And that should do it, my friends. Bada bing, bada boom. When Seekers go well, they go so well. 3:31, by the way, is my fastest time yet. Again, I talked about this yesterday, but I am super stoked that you guys are here when I get those things. That base, obviously not very, very good. And we have gotten all of their engine rooms down, and they're just going to run away. Maybe they don't have instant training, trying to save their troops. Ball Sonoro, just a heads up, it's better to go troop health first. Maybe they haven't gotten as far as troop health. Let's just double check. Maybe they just haven't gotten that troop health yet. So if you are in the same scenario as Bonner, whatever his name was, skip the troop damage, get the troop health first. That way your Zukas can afford to hit a mine. And by the way, on most accounts, whether it be Heavy Zuka or Rocket Choppa, do only take that troop health to 30%. That's all that you need to do. So yes, we're covering Seekers in this video, but also covering a couple other tech tree choices. Now, also, a couple of you are asking, should you be going back for that choice node that gives 2 cannons? I think the answer to that is no. Yes, by all means, do go back and get the Doom Cannon if you want to. I think getting the Doom Cannon is a smart move, but beyond that, just stay the heck away from all of the things. You don't need the majority of the things. As we throw a shock back there, let's throw a shock back here as well. Where did my shock? Oh, look, I threw a shock back here instead. That was super awesome. So let's see if we can recover from this absolute and utter tragedy. Gonna hit that shock mine, but thankfully our Seekers are spread out enough that we should absolutely ignore that shock blaster. That shock blaster is a complete and utter waste of keys so far. Definitely don't want to get that. Using our opponent's bases to give a little bit of insight into what the heck you should be avoiding, the tech choice mistakes they've made, and yeah, I mean, maybe towards the middle end of the season that shock blaster is clutch. You can always come back for it, though. Are they heavy rushing? Please tell me they're heavy rushing. Yes, I love it. Absolutely. This is the first time I've seen heavy rushing, and this is one of the first times I've seen the heavies not have that new awesome skin. By the way, as we wait for them to maybe finish, I hope they do. Looks like they're going to. So well done, Heavy Rusher. I love the fact there's another meta coming on. See, you can click those things away. So as we talk quickly, do make sure you pre-register for that Squad Busters goodness. I really, really, really want that locked skin. Please just do it for me, if not for you. Sorry. I have taken all of the Tylenol cold vitamins. It's kind of funny when you open up the... I don't know if you guys buy those combo packs, but it's really, really sad when you open up the combo pack and all of the nighttime goodness is gone and you're stuck with the daytime. Let's get back to warships. I'm going to do one more battle. We are on a bit of a roll. I'm probably going to fizzle, and that way I can show you guys Seekers are not as great as I'm making them out to be. Yes, we are cruising through bases, but I promise you there are some fizzles on my horizons. Well placed. What is that thing called again? Hot pot. We will go one of you. Do we want? I don't need to go too wide because that shock mine between the flamethrower and the mortar going to be a bit of a pain, but we will go something like that. I am going to get a shock about there, and then we can go 2 more in behind. Excuse me. And then just waiting for that next shock, waiting for our next set of Seekers to sneak on through there. And they are probably not going to do anything good for us as far as getting the heck away from that Doom Cannon. But these right-hand side dudes, they are going to be super, super helpful as well. Even just to distract that right-hand side Doom Cannon. And again, how we talked about at the very beginning, that lack of 3 GBE is so infuriating. I don't know if that was on purpose or not, but that just drives me crazy. I'm tempted to send like one Botazukas just to destroy a building at shore or something, but not so tempting that I've actually tried it. So, sorry, trying to avoid coughing, but also trying to talk, which is a bad combination. So, this base, did I go back and get those extra cannons? No, I did not. That's not the cannons. Where are the purple cannons? Up there? Nope. Not there. You'd think I could find a simple... I swear there's 2 cannons, is there not? Brain not working well. I think there are 2 cannons somewhere, and my brain is just not finding them, so we're just going to skip that part and keep... I kind of want to keep going till I lose. If we get 2 more battles, I'll be in gold with Seekers. That would be a clickbaity kind of title now, wouldn't it? So... same deal. We're just gonna send... Ooh, look at them trying to be all sneaky. Can I shock the Hot Pot and the Doom Cannon? I think I can. I think I can. Choo. So we're gonna go something like this. And then we're gonna try our darndest to get that shock right about there. There we go. Now we're cooking with gas. Those first couple boats of Seekers are in fact going to clear all of those mines. Then we can go 3 boats over here, getting onto that back engine room. And then this right-hand side, we're going to throw a shock about there, just trying to get some form of Seekers through all of this absolute mess. I think we're going to throw a shock about here. Let's just get that shocked. I think we've lost, though. Maybe I scouted for a little bit too long. Regardless, we are, I think, not going to fizzle on any of these attacks, which is pretty darn great. If I got beat by a Seeker player, then I tip my fedora to you, my friend, because it's just at that point in the season where I don't care about defense yet. Valoghost is a very good player. Let's see what they managed to pull off. 311. Now you should be able to get 311 using rocket choppas against a base. There we go. So you should be able to get between 310 and 316 using rocket choppas against a base that does not have a Doom Cannon. So by the way, quick note also, you'll notice that he did not use any heavies. Don't use heavies with rocket choppas unless there's a Doom Cannon in very specific spots. So hopefully this helped you. I am going to continue to push this Seeker account towards gold, which I did not think was even remotely possible. I probably have to make an actual base. There are lots and lots of great bases out there. Do check the global leaderboard. You might have to scroll down a little bit. The players up in Diamond likely have much more tech than you and I do. But once you get down into the 16, 17 kind of range, there should be some good bases to copy. That is it for me. I am going to go back to bed, trying not to cough. If you appreciated this video, please consider throwing code ZMOD over there in your creator boost in every Supercell spot, whether it be in-game, in the store. I'd love the store to come to Boom Beach, by the way. We see that I've got a little bit faster sculptor goodness thanks to this Mystic Monument. Mystic Monument is basically on hold at the moment as we get our bunkers and landing crafts and armory and gunboat and all that stuff upgraded. Anyways, that is all for me. I'm Zed. Thanks for coming in. Peace.